Review of the Ikea Måla markers. There are 24 markers that I got, and first let's look at the pen body. So the cap and the bottom both matches the color of the ink inside, and the body is clear, letting you see the ink inside, and it says Måla on the body. Here's a tip. It's similar to like a Crayola or Super Tip kind of tip. And the cap kind of does fit on the other side, but it's very flimsy and falls off pretty easily. It has like a hexagonal, I think, body, so it won't roll away from you, which is pretty nice. And now let's look at some swatches. So these come in a set of 12 or 24 markers, and the 12 pack is at the time $2.49 on the Ikea website, and the 24 pack is $2.99 on the Ikea website. And so for the 24 pack, that makes each pen about 12 to 13 cents each. And in terms of the swatches, the color variety is actually pretty good in my opinion. I don't think that there were like too many blues. I mean, there were a lot more blues than other colors, but I think that I still got a good amount of purples and pinks and warm colors, so I'm not too upset about that. So the next thing I tested is its waterproofness, and these are pretty waterproof, so you really couldn't use these as watercolor if you wanted to, like this. But if you wanted to put the ink on a piece of plastic or something like that and then use water to pick the color up and use that as watercolor, it would work. The colors would just be light. And here are a few close-ups. I also drew swatches of corresponding colors on top of the color in watercolor, just so you could see just how much lighter the colors get. So it does work, it's just gonna be a lot more lighter. So now I want to try these out for calligraphy. So even though these aren't brush markers, you can still get line variation by pressure if you hold your pen in a certain direction. And these felt pretty nice. They were like a good balance of firmness and softness in my opinion, and they were just super satisfying to use and really easy. I felt like I could definitely get the line variation without much struggle or tilting of the pen, and it just felt really nice. It kind of also felt really smooth, and just as you can see, it turned out to be really good, almost as if I did actually use a brush. So I also wanted to test out the rebound of these pens. So basically what I did is I just drew a bunch of downstrokes really hard just to see if the pen nib would bend a little bit. And it did, as you can see here, but it went back to shape with a little bit of pressing on the other side. So it does bend a little bit, but not a lot. So now I tested them out for blending, and they actually blended pretty nicely, although you still had to use a lot of ink to kind of get them to blend, and you would have to go over it a few times, which was kind of annoying, but they did blend pretty nicely, and it was hard to see the blend. And I just kind of wrote everything down at once with the lighter color and just kind of built up color from that. And as you can see, it blended relatively nicely. I mean, it wasn't like super nice or anything, and you can't really blend these with water because as you saw before, it doesn't really blend with water, so you just have to kind of use pressure, and that is how you're going to get the colors to mix sometimes, and sometimes you just color a lot. So the last test I want to do for blending was just a bunch of different colors, and if I didn't lay it all at once but just kind of drew them separately, would they still blend? And they actually did. This one was definitely a lot harder than the green one. I definitely found myself putting pressure a lot and going over the same area a lot of times, and so just beware of that. But they didn't do a horrible job. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, and comment down below on what you thought of these pens and whether or not you'd buy them. And also remember to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified every time I make new videos on stationery, calligraphy, and art on every Monday. Make sure to check out the description box for more videos and my shorts channel, which has a lot more stationery videos coming, so make sure you stay tuned, and just make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check the description box, and remember to have a happy Monday. Bye bye.